Hi, welcome back to CADable, and in this tutorial we'll be making a SIM card ejector pin, and it's a very simple exercise. First of all, we'll create a simple 2D sketch, and then we'll use a 3D command that is called sweep. We'll use solid sweep, and first of all we'll create this basic 2D sketch, and then we'll use sweep command. Later we'll use keyshot for rendering, and then we'll save this file as a solid part file and as a 3D printable file, that is STL file. So first of all, go to new and select part and press OK, and now we are in SolidWorks interface. So first of all, I'll change my units to CGS. Mostly I use MMGS, but in this drawing I'll use CGS. Also, I'll change my background to plain white. Next, I'll use one of these planes to create my 2D sketch. Let's say I'll start sketch from the front plane. So select front plane and select sketch, and now we can sketch our geometry. So first of all, I'll select line, and I'll start a rough sketch, a line, and then I need an arc, so go back to line again and it will convert into arc. Just cancel it and go to line tool again, select this point, go back, and it will convert into arc. So I need two arcs, one arc here and another arc from here. It's not the same arc, but first of all I'll create a rough geometry, and then I'll give it suitable dimensions, a straight line and then an arc again. Next, I'll go to line tool again. This time I'll select center line, and I'll create a center line here. Just select this center line and this line, and we'll make a relation that is called collinear. Next, I'll start dimensioning my ejector pin. This dimension should be 0.6. In fact, just cancel it, and first of all I'll give the overall dimension. The overall length is 3.5 centimeter. Next, this dimension is 2 centimeters, and now I'll give it 0.6, and make sure that these points are in one line. Next, this dimension is let's say 0.2 centimeter, and this dimension is 0.24 centimeter, in fact 0.22 centimeter. And as you can see that sketch is turned into black, which means it is fully defined. Next, I'll go to mirror entities tool, and I select this line and this arc, mirror about this line, this center line, and press OK. I think I need to delete this arc, and I need another arc, let's say a 3-point arc, and it should be centered with this. Just make a relation of tangency, and this center line, in fact this midpoint of this curve and this point, it should be in one line. And now I'll give it dimension. In fact, no need to give it a dimension, just I'll give dimension here, and this should be 0.05 centimeter, and it is constrained. So it is fully defined, and as you can see that the center line is not fully defined. I can drag it, but that's not a big deal. It is not part of the geometry. The center lines are not part of the final geometry. So just close it, and I'll just rotate my 2D sketch. Next, I'll go to features command. These are 3D commands, and I'll go to swept boss command, and this circular profile is 0.07 centimeters, and I select OK. So we are done with this basic ejector pin exercise, and I'll go to appearance tool, and I'll give it a metallic appearance, let's say polished steel, and here you can use perspective for a more realistic view. And so we are done with this modeling of ejector pin. Next, I'll use Keyshot add-in. Go to tools, go to Keyshot, and send to Keyshot. Here we'll use some basic rendering. Just cancel it, and here is our model. So first of all, go to environment, go to background, and select plain white color. Next, I'll go to lighting, and I'll put on these, also this, and you can use a tumble feature for the movement of your model. And go to project, go to material, and we'll assign some material. Let's say go to window again, and go to library, go to materials, and here I'll apply material. Here it is Keyshot already picked up solid, in fact polished steel, but I select another material. So go to metals, and let's say go to, I need stainless steel, polished stainless steel. So I think this is stainless steel polished, and here material is applied, and we can apply different colors on same material, environment, and back plates. In fact, just cancel it, and just cancel this as well. And I think I need to rotate my model. In fact, go to render, in fact go to image, go to resolution, and I need this also, little bit like this, and I think it is fine for me. No need to use move feature here or rotate this, just using perspective for making it realistic. And I think we are done. Let's go to render tab, go to render, and go to options. Just change it to, let's say, 128, and I'm using 10,000 dpi. Just like render, And rendering is always a time taking process. It will take some time to render, so be patient. So here we are done with the rendering, and just cancel it. Here we can save our file. So I'll not save file because I have already this file saved in my PC. Just cancel it, and go back to SolidWorks again, and here we can save our file in different formats. Go to save as, and here choose STL format, and it will create a file, a 3D printable file. Just save it, and STL is a 3D printable file. So that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you like it, and if you have any questions, any queries related to this or any other tutorial, you can ask in comment section. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you.